Hey everyone, what is up, and welcome back for episode 3 of The Last Defense Academy. So the last episode was honestly, plot-wise, kind of slow one. It set up some mysteries, potentially, right, and it kind of gave us a little bit of lore, but there wasn't like a big, any one big individual moment that I think like seriously pushes the plot forward. Just a lot of things that could push the plot forward, right? We got some explanation about like the things like the fire and within the academy itself. Kind of got this idea that we might get some answers from Sirei here soon. We saw Takumi kind of look into that mirror and be like, who am I? Am I really me? Like, something seems off. Then we kind of saw that apparition, right, that was on fire. Lots of things that could come back later, but nothing definitive right now. Gameplay-wise, last episode was pretty big, though. Lots of tutorials about some of the systems inside of the school, the exploration system, another battle or two. We started to see how free time is going to work. Interesting stuff there. But this episode promises to potentially be a bit more interesting plot-wise, right? Like, we might finally start to get a little bit, like, some answers from Sirei, and presumably at some point we're going to get invaded as well. So, I think those are probably what I'm looking for this episode. A big fight and some kind of answers from Sirei. Obviously not everything, just a little something, you know. Also, just a heads up, I turned the volume up a little bit. I decided that I thought the volume in the last 2 episodes was a little too quiet. You barely hear the music in the background in particular, and the music in this game's good. It should be audible, right? I don't know if I turned it up loud enough. I only turned it up 1 notch. If this isn't loud enough, we will turn it up further in the future, right? But for now, we're just going to leave it where it's at. But let's go ahead and get into this. Going into day 5. Oh yeah, it brings us straight into day 2. I was here looking for a thumbnail, and then I learned how to use gallery mode. That's not where we're supposed to be. Okay, now we're in day 5. Alright.
Up and Adam troops, time to rise and shine! Get ready for your 5th day of active service here at Last Defense Academy. Prepare to spend another day enduring the unendurable and suffering the insufferable to pave the way for humanity's future greatness. Be ready to give your lives to protect our beloved school from the vile and barbaric enemy.
We do a little bit of propaganda. Alright, let's see what Takumi's got to say. With the morning announcements still ringing in my ears, I forced myself out of bed. I better make my way to the cafeteria. Maybe today Sirei will finally be back. He is coming back, isn't he? I assume so. Everyone already in the cafeteria? Yeah. Okay. If there was someone not there, I'd, do a little bit dilly-dallying, but everyone's there, so. When I got to the cafeteria, I found the same lineup as the day before. Every other member of the team, but no Sirei. Alright, I'm getting really pissed off now. There's no way this is how it's supposed to go, right? Did something go wrong somehow? You mean with Sirei? Who'd even think of messing with him? Has nobody been looking for him? I took a look around the school yesterday, but I didn't see him anywhere. My eyesight is just as pathetic as my work ethic, though, so it's possible I overlooked something. I also searched the school grounds, even the outside by the wall of fire, but I didn't find anything. My money's still on him being in one of the rooms we can't get into. But why has he locked himself away for so long? That's super weird.
Yeah!
Is it possible he just ran away? Ran away? From what? His responsibilities, maybe. It'd be pretty awkward for him to have to come back and tell us he wasn't given permission to reveal the truth. For real? What a creep! Chill, dude. He's doing this to get the rest of you to fight, remember? He wouldn't drop it that easily. I was just putting the possibility out there. You don't need to treat it as a genuine theory. But what if something has happened to Sirei and he's not coming back? What's our best course of action then? Our best course of action? With Sirei gone, there's no one left to enforce his rules. So maybe... This is our chance to escape the school and go home. Huh? I know we still have the Wall of Fire to contend with, so the rest of us may have to use our Hemoanima after all. If we have to use that power anyway, I'd rather do it for something like this instead of being a pawn in Sirei's war. But it's all ruins and stuff outside the wall, right? There are a bunch of invaders out there too. And we have no idea how to get to the Tokyo residential complex from here. That can be our first order of business once we're out there. We'll figure it out as we go along. As we go along? I don't think that's a good idea. Once we leave the school, we won't be able to be revived anymore. I'm well aware of the danger, but it's a risk I'm willing to take if it means going home. Isn't that how we all feel? Or would you rather stay locked up here forever? You know everything Sirei said was probably a lie. There's no way he'd just let us go after the 100 days are up. Yeah, you've got a point. Then let's get out of here, together. If we have to risk our lives for something, let's do it for freedom. Risk our lives for freedom? Risk implies a chance of success. What you're suggesting is more like suicide. There's no way we can find our way home by just wandering aimlessly out in the wilderness. Can you really say that for sure? We won't know if we never try. I'd like to hear what everyone else thinks, especially those of you who've refused to fight so far. Huh? You mean us? You won't fight because you're afraid, isn't that right? Does leaving and finding your own way back sound like a better option? I won't stop you if that's what you really want. Oh, that's a little evil the way she's putting it, but fair point. Well, the thing is, I want to get back to the complex as much as anyone, but, well, who knows what's beyond all those ruined towns out there. Without a map or a plan or anything, we might end up even further from home. It's too big a risk. Don't forget about all the invaders. A cowardly weakling like me wouldn't last 5 minutes out there. My stance hasn't changed. Any plan that puts my dear sister in danger is completely out of the question. You'll have to count us out. You guys. Cowards to the core, huh? Too scared to fight, too scared to run. But why do I get the feeling you already knew they'd say that when you asked them? At any rate, it seems we've reached a consensus. Nobody wants to leave the school with you, Eito. Eito? I don't know how you say that, but... Of course, you're still welcome to escape on your own. I wonder how long it will take for the invaders to find you. Or maybe you'll die of starvation before then. That's... Bro, she's cold. Alright, you've made your point. Eito's voice was hoarse, as if he were choking on his own regrets. He turned to leave. Where are you going? I'm sorry. I'd like to be alone for a while. It seems I failed to understand how everyone feels. Social relationships sure can be tricky. I mean, true. Eyes downcast, his face pale, Eito staggered uncertainly out of the cafeteria. Is he going to be okay? No one really felt like discussing things further after that. Eventually, we decided to just go back to our rooms. Free time. This is so weird. Where could Sirei have gone? Did he really run away, like Ima said? I find that hard to imagine. I guess there's nothing we can do except wait until something new happens. Now then, what should I do today? Okay, we got some more free time. So we could work on, what is that, literacy? Got math, we got athletics. Here's a second floor hallway. I guess maybe let's hit the gym again. I don't know. I mean, we should probably actually check the, no, let's not just do things to do them. Let's go check what upgrades we can get. Alright, so we can upgrade Side Slash with some linguistics. We could upgrade Out of My Way by hitting the gym again, if we think that's important. I feel like move +1 on someone with 6 move is not as impactful as it really could be. But it's still not a bad plan. So we don't really need to do this at all. It's not, like, impossible to do this. And it would certainly... Voltage gain X2 is, like, that's a big upgrade, you know? But, like, I don't know. It doesn't feel that important to upgrade her right now. She's already very strong. Like, plus we'd have to go explore, get some resources as well. So I think we definitely... like, and Darumi's not bad either, to be clear. Like, she's pretty solid. I like Takimaru for his bulk, right? So I kind of want to upgrade him, so maybe we do just go gym again. Oh, we didn't get the move +1 on this yet. So no, I want to go do linguistics then. So let's go hang out with Darumi. For some reason, I thought I already got that. Hey, Takumi, come watch a movie with me. Sure.
Huh?
I'm cool with watching a movie, but what did you have in mind? You weren't gonna watch something gory and messed up, were you? Of course not. What was with the long pause? You're up to something, aren't you? No, I'm not. I just want to watch a horror movie with you. Just tell me what kind of horror movie. Give me a quick plot summary. Is it so messed up you can't even tell me what it's about? Creativity went up by 6. Linguistics 1. Not quite enough, but a little bit of progress. We've got a little more time. We didn't explore, so we can do another one. That's still math. Yeah, she's still available, so we can just hang out with Darumi again. And then the next time we get the chance to upgrade, we can upgrade side slash. Hey, Takumi, come watch a movie with me. Alright, let's do this again. I want to show you one of my favorite super gruesome horror movies. No. Darumi showed me a terrifying gore fest of a movie. Creativity went up by 6. Was that the same one? Does that mean we weren't able to get our linguistics at the right rank?
It's time to hit the hay.
Hold on. I wanna... No, it looks like it didn't, because to me it looks like... I can't, like, scroll here. It looks like she provides creativity, whereas somebody else will provide literacy. Is my guess, because we got the same thing twice in a row. But at the same time, Takamaru gave us both gym things. I thought we got endurance and mobility from Takamaru. So it's maybe not that way with everyone. Maybe some people give like a little bit of one and the other. Some people specialize in one. I don't know.
You never know when the invaders might attack, so rest up while you still can. Well then, good night.
So then we might not be able to get enough literacy just yet. Another day without Sirei. It's like he's completely dropped off the face of the earth. What if he's really not coming back? What's going to happen to us then? Or was this always his plan? Was he lying to us this whole time? That's right. Just as felt 2,400 hours, and you're done. If you manage to defend the school for that long, that is. Sorry if I sound like a broken record, but this war will decide the fate of humanity itself. Abstaining is not an option. While this school stands, there's still every chance of a bright future, but if the school falls, so does mankind. The invaders will massacre every last one of you, and then they'll move on to your loved ones. All that stuff about protecting humanity, about going home after 100 days. Was any of that true? Once I started thinking like that, I couldn't stop. I asked myself the same questions over and over again. Sounds like you need to talk with Eito. What was true and what was a lie? What should I believe? What should I do from here on? What will give me the best chance of getting home safe? Those questions continued to bounce around inside my head until I finally fell into a light, fitful sleep. Is there going to be another... Is this another flashback? Yeah, another Karawa flashback, it looks like. Kara was always getting lost when we were kids. The moment you took your eyes off of her, she'd wander off somewhere. That sounds like her as a teenager, too. It didn't matter how many other people were around or how familiar the place was. All it took was a few seconds and she'd be gone. That's just the kind of girl she was.
So this is where you were.
Taki!
Your mom asked me to come find you. She said you disappeared after the last alarm went off. You're always doing that. It's like you've got a talent for getting lost.
Sorry.
It didn't take me long to accept Kara's vanishing acts as a part of who she was. She'd disappear so completely, part of me wondered if she'd somehow strayed into a different world from the one we knew. Then, just as suddenly, she'd be back. She drifted in and out of sight like a ghost.
How did you know I was here, Taki?
Just a feeling, I guess.
A feeling?
Yeah! You might be really good at getting lost, but I'm even better at finding you again. So when you get lost, don't be scared. I'll always come find you again. It's no problem for Takumi Sumino, Expert Finder.
Oh, the Expert Finder. What a nickname.
That's so corny.
Ah, she called you corny.
Well, expert
Brutal.
or not, I still wouldn't want anything bad to happen to you, so try not to wander off too much, okay?
Okay. Thanks, Taki.
No problem. Come on, let's go home.
They're definitely still playing up this relationship a lot. I wonder if there's going to be some plot significance to like their relationship somehow, or Kara was past, maybe. That'd be kind of interesting.
Up and Atom troops, time to rise and shine!
Because it's not like they did it just
Get
the one
ready for
time.
your 6th day of active service here at Last Defense Academy.
Right, we've already seen those flashbacks twice now, so I assume they're going to keep coming.
Prepare to spend another day enduring the unendurable and suffering the insufferable to pave the way for humanity's future greatness. Be ready to give your lives to protect our beloved school from the vile and barbaric enemy.
If they're going to play that every morning, that's a really long wake-up call, I'm not going to lie. Bro looks cooked. Another dream about me and Karua. That's been happening a lot lately. But why is it always of us as kids? Am I that desperate to see her again? Or am I just that homesick? I've only been gone a few days. I never thought I'd miss her so much. More importantly, what's going on with Sirei? Has anything new happened since yesterday? It's probably too much to hope he's come back after all this time, but I'll go meet up with everyone in the cafeteria anyway. Yeah, alright, let's go check it again. Oh, someone's roaming. Oh wait, was it Eito that's missing? I'm guessing he's just missing for plot reasons and that we can't find him. Okay, so actually, let's go here real quick. Oh, I can't even interact with that unless it's free time. Okay. It's a little annoying. I just wanted to see if I got the literacy I needed or not, but I guess I can't check yet, so it is what it is. And once again, no Sirei. Takumi, am I glad to see you? It's an emergency. What's going on? Eito's gone missing. He's taken a fire extinguisher with him. Huh? It looks like he really did decide to leave after all. All on his own? What is he, crazy? He's barely got any experience with Hemoanima. How's he going to defend himself? He's not exactly the sporty type. If he gets attacked, he'll get ragdolled all over the place. And he's too far away to be revived, too. He's going to meet with a terrible fate for sure. Why are you acting so happy about it? Mr. Aotsuki was well aware of the danger. He must have just wanted to get back to the complex really badly. He might die out there if he doesn't get help. What should we do? We do nothing. Huh? We don't have time to waste on runaways. We still need to ascertain what happened to Sirei. There's no way of a simple delay in negotiations would last this long. We have to entertain the possibility that something went wrong. Hold on a minute. We can't just abandon Eito. I'll go look for... I will not allow you to take unnecessary risks. Holy... My bad. Huh? Eito has made his choice. Whatever happens to him from here on is his own fault. We have precious little manpower as it is. What if there's an attack while you're gone? I get where you're coming from, but isn't that a little heartless? For real, you're basically telling us to let him die. If you don't like it, why don't you go and look for him? Huh? You're not a part of our fighting force anyway, so it makes no difference whether you're here or not. Except you won't, will you? You've already proven that you lack the courage to take matters of any importance into your own hands. Good lord, Hiriko is so harsh. I kind of respect it, though. I actually kind of like her. She's just, like, definitely one of my favorites so far. Hey, ease up a little. You don't gotta keep riding them so hard. I don't recall asking for your input. You may act tough, but your skills are painfully mediocre. Get stronger first, then maybe I'll listen to you. Or do you need another demonstration of the difference between us? Oh, I'll take you on anytime. All at once, tensions were skyrocketing. I had to say something, anything to smooth things over.
Yeah.
Everyone, hold on a minute. I have an idea. What, you want a piece of this too? What is it? Make it quick.
Hey!
You'll probably think this is crazy, but I just remembered something. I have a talent. I've always been good at finding people when they get lost or go missing. The hell are you talking about? You think that qualifies you to leave and look for Eito? Don't make me laugh. No, seriously, hear me out. It's not just Eito I want to look for, but Sirei too. Sirei? I think it's safe to say he's not anywhere on school grounds. It's time we extended the search beyond the wall. And the way I see it, I'm the best person for the job, given my, past experience and everything. Please, just leave this to me. I'll work something out. Do you have any grounds to believe you can find them, apart from this nebulous talent? No, not really. What is that supposed to mean? Alright, that does it. Clench your teeth. Huh? Who is he trying to rock? The next moment, a hollow thwack echoed throughout the cafeteria. It was caused by Takamaru throwing a punch at himself. Man, I needed that. What was that all about? You know how it is. I don't hit girls, but sometimes I can't settle down unless I hit somebody. Best way out of it is to hit myself. Yeah, my head feels a lot clearer now. Okay, Takumi, you say you're the expert at finding people. I'll take your word for it, but you ain't doing this without me. Thanks, Wait, what? I could use a little fresh air and exercise, you know what I mean? You son of a gun. Well, if he's in, I'm in. You too, Darumi? Yeah, I was getting bored anyway. If no one's gonna get murdered, I might as well help out. That's a weird reason, but thanks anyway. None of you have any respect for the bigger picture. I'm bad to the bone, baby. Ain't nothing I can't disrespect. What a guy. What a line. Clearly. Alright, do as you please. But there's one thing I want you to keep in mind, Takumi. Huh? You've promised to find Sirei, and I'm going to hold you to that, if you return without producing results. Well, say something. The silence is more threatening than anything. Besides, I never outright promised I'd find him. Don't worry, man. If she offs you, we can just bring you back again. Come on, let's get going. Eito's body's not gonna find itself. What are her sprites, bro? Don't kill him off before we even start. Jesus, bro. With that, Takamaru and Darumi turned and left for the entrance hall. Here goes. No tuning back now. Hey, sorry I can't help. We're counting on you. It's okay. I can't just ignore someone when they need help. We'll handle this. I'm sure it'll all work out somehow. Okay. What was he thinking, going outside the wall on his own? Is he trying to get himself killed? Don't waste precious time talking to an insignificant bug like me. You need to get out there and find Eito.
Yeah!
Mr. Outski was well aware of the danger when he left. He must have wanted to get back to the complex really badly. It's got nothing to do with us, though. Give it your all out there, Mr. Sumino. Do you think Eito's still alive out there? I hope you make it in time to save him. Well, we'll see, I guess. To the entrance hall. I'm guessing the reason we have 3 instead of 4, when that seems to be the party size, is because we're actually going to see Eito as a combatant, right? Like, he might actually have been forced to use that hemo anima while he's out, so maybe he'll be fighting now. One of the fire extinguishers is missing. Oh, and we only have the 2, so we actually kind of need to recover that. Guess Eito really did take off. Crazy bastard. What was he thinking? Hey! Ain't no way he can survive out there on his own. I just hope we find him in time. Yeah, same here. Alright, let's get out of here. I guess maybe that's why we had the flashback of from Takumi. I wonder if that means the other ones might be kind of plot relevant too, right? Wow, this seems a lot louder. So, Eito's first on our list, right? Any ideas how we're supposed to find him? The fire extinguisher may have allowed him to get past the undying flames, but his hemo is still weak. He probably hasn't covered much distance yet. For now, let's stick close to the school and gradually fan out from there. Destination space on the map to advance the story. You're not sure where it is, press Y. Okay. This is significantly louder. Holy. I was not gonna sniff some old underwear, bruh. That was just not how that was gonna go down. I don't know if I should be doing a battle right now, but I'm going to. I took more damage from non-battles anyways. Okay. We don't have Hiroko anymore. This was a bad plan.
Hauling ass!
Oh, this was a bad plan. I completely forgot that Hiroko was not with us.
Here we go!
I'm assuming I'm not able to just, like, leave? No. Okay.
Say when!
I'm a decent start. I do like this a lot. Problem is we have no one that can just kind of clear those things out like that, you know? Unfortunately.
Rev it up! My turn!
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Let's give it to
so I'm kind of thinking we do like this. Maybe we do... No, I mean, we might as well do this. Oh, we got to get him out of the way. I did not consider that. I guess do that, do a little bit of chip damage to give us enough to do this and get the kill.
Got it!
Get that turn back.
I've got this.
We can double up on that and kill.
That's it! Let's do this!
I guess it doesn't really matter which way we swing.
Take that! All right!
It's killing game time!
Okay, yeah. Okay, I really forgot I didn't have Hiroko, so I should be avoiding that. Yikes. Rumi is in trouble.
It's as bad as I thought! I wonder
don't wanna
how many
use
more
that.
can I get?
Say when!
Yeah, even a whole turn, I can't kill that thing.
So close to dead.
We might just need to hit this attack a few times.
It's too much!
Oh, it does more damage now. I didn't realize that.
Despawn or something! Totally wrecked!
Okay, so we
Let's
might
give
be
it
able to
to
do
him.
like this and like body block. It's actually a lot of voltage. I wonder if we can just go for the kill here.
Let's do this.
Yeah, I think we can.
Here. I've got this.
Yeah, we definitely can.
Ha! Say when. Gotta push it. Ready when you are.
Okay, but we're gonna try to avoid more fights. Oh wait, is this not actually enough? This is not gonna be enough still.
Say when.
So we're gonna... How much damage did we take on this? I don't think we took that much, actually. We could, like, side slash again and then defensive stance. And, like, maybe he punches there, but I don't think we really care, actually.
My turn.
Like, he's got some serious bulk. If they attack into Takemaru, I think we're fine.
Let's do this.
Alright, and now we just kill. Okay.
Say when. There.
Alright. Yeah, we're gonna try to avoid battles for now.
This looks good.
We don't have anyone who has really nice single target damage yet. Charge of glass on the ground.
We did it.
Yeah, let's not... Well, we have to fight either way. These fights should be easier, but let's go ahead and hit a 2 either way. Yeah, okay, I mean, this one's pretty manageable. Just go here, do this twice.
Take that! Ready when you are. Ha! Got it!
That gets us a lot of actions.
Let's do this.
Yeah, we win this on the first try. Okay. Do that.
I wonder how many more can I get? Take that! No good.
There we go. Alright. So the blue ones are definitely pretty free. Yellow ones are a bit tough, so probably best to avoid. And so we're gonna avoid. And a platform with strange symbols on it. Let's just examine it. Got a red crystal fragment.
This looks good.
Cardboard box moving around by itself. Sneak closer and lift it up. Ah. I had a feeling that was not necessarily the best course of action, but alright, and we're going where? Over there? Alright, so we're gonna go up, around, there's a checkpoint there. Alright, we're gonna... Okay, so... This is fantastic. We'll take some feathers. Yes. We want to find some old motorcycle parts and wants to use them to modify his own bike. What mod should he make? Give me an all-consuming Inferno engine, duh. The moment he switched out the engine, his motorcycle ran out of control and sped off in the wrong direction. Wait up. Just gonna move 5 spaces randomly. Alright. Pretty close to the goal. We could do another easy fight. I don't hate that. I don't mind it. Let's do that.
That all you got? I'm not done yet.
Let me go here. Get an action back.
Not there yet.
Walk up. The side slash again.
Yeah. That all you got?
Walk up and side slash again.
Ha! Got it.
Rev it up!
Takamaru whoops them.
Not there yet.
And there we go. Alright, we're fine.
Might as well
Okay.
take it.
I'll take 3. When a neglected bronze statue of a dog regards you with baleful eyes. We'll just pat its head, bro. A pebble. Dang
Did
it.
it.
Alright. There we go. This should be Eito. Eito! Hey, you out here? If you're alive, answer me! No reply. Guess he's dead already. What happened to not killing him off prematurely? Hmm? What's up, Darumi? Well, I know I'm not exactly book smart or street smart, but I've got other stuff going for me, like my eyes. Last time I got tested, I had perfect 20/20 vision. No surprise, really. I get a 20% score on most tests I take. I'm not even sure where to start with that statement. Anyhow, assuming my vision's still as good as ever, there's a ton of invaders right over there. You think we should be worried? Invaders? Let's book it. Yeah. We took off running as fast as we could in the direction Darumi had pointed. Yeah, is Eito gonna be there, like, fighting for his life? There, over there. You guys see him now? Ah. Oh, yeah.
There he is. It's Eito.
Oh, no! We're too late! The lights left his eyes, and his soul has flown to Abraham's bosom.
Bro, this voice actor is having fun with this
We
role.
don't know that yet. We have to get rid of these invaders. Fast.
Alright. Alright, punks, come catch these hands. Bro's so real. Prepare to get pwned, noobs? What? The character of all time, for sure. Well, this just looks like a playground for side slash. Are we still at 5 health? No, we're full health.
Here we go.
We are chilling. I mean, just seriously, look at this. Like, so you can easily do this, then flip it twice, potentially. That brings us 3, 2, 1, 2. Is this gonna work? Because we're not gonna be able to get over there to start slashing. Oh, wait. Maybe we ignore that little guy in the back. We swing here. Go here, flip it. Attack twice, go back up to 3. Then we can maybe clean this group up. Yeah, I actually kind of like that. So go here.
There. Let's go.
I guess actually at that point that was not the right move. If we were just trying to wipe out that group, we just use someone else actually. Like if it's just gonna be from that spot. Like we can just
Let's freaking go!
use Takamaru. Wipe out a whole chunk of them right there.
Let her rip!
Throw out a little more of the ads
Good to go.
while freeing up the same space that I needed before.
Yeah.
Actually, now
Full
we can
throttle.
do this. Clear out 2 of them. Get that extra turn back.
Knocked it out of the park!
My turn.
Then we go this way. Get an action back.
All right, I've got this.
Unfortunately, we cannot get all the way back there like we really want. We want to get right there. We're gonna clear out a bunch of them that way.
My turn.
Unfortunately, though, there's actually not really anything I can do. I mean, like, I could defensive stance, heal the fatigue, and do it.
Let's give it to
If I
him.
really needed to, or I thought that was the move. Is there anything Darumi can really contribute at this point? No, she's kind of too far back.
Let's freaking go.
Okay. I mean, this might be the right move.
Say when.
I mean, the thing is, it doesn't clear more than just healing the fatigue. Like, we gotta be able to clear 4, or it's not a better move.
Good to go.
So I'm actually thinking we just defensive stance.
Keep your guard up. Here we go. Here.
Alright, we end our turn. I mean, even assuming they all... Oh, they're not even all gonna attack Eito.
Let's give it to
Well, I
him.
mean, they're all mostly gonna attack Eito. I thought they were gonna do 2 damage. They all did 1 apiece. It really wasn't that big a deal then. So now we just clear them out. And we're done. And I'm gonna guess we're gonna recruit Eito now. And he's gonna fight, and we're gonna get a second wave.
Eito, come on, wake up.
Oh, he's alive. Yay!
Damn. You really had us worried, man.
What a relief. Now we just have to get him back to the school.
Hate to break it to you, but I don't think it's gonna be that easy.
Yeah, wave 2 coming. Oh, snap. Is he not getting
No
up?
matter how many times I see these things, they still don't make sense
I
to
assumed he'd be getting up right
me. Their
now.
anatomy just feels wrong, you know?
It's not impossible he does,
Still.
still, but...
I don't gotta understand how they're put together to know they want to take us apart.
Better practice killing now, just in case they make us murder each other later.
Yeah, Darumi.
Okay, guys, let's take him down.
Good call. Okay, I mean, that's... they're, like... They're just... It feels like
Good
they
to
really
go.
just want me to walk up and do this. It gets me 12% voltage. It is extremely unfortunate that I can't, be on that spot.
Ready when you are.
I don't get as many free actions
do
this
this.
time, but we should get the voltage, which will be quite powerful. And I definitely think this is like... Maybe we do this, actually? So we can walk forward, hit there. Kind of walk forward, do it again. I don't want to, like, lock ourselves here. We can't really do anything from there. So I actually think we do this.
I've got this.
Do it again.
Take this. Ready when you are.
Do it again. Now we get voltage.
Got it. Let's go. Not bad. I've got this. Take this. My turn.
Let's do this.
Maybe we can just kind of like corner trap this guy. But can they move through us? Does not look like it. So
Say
we can just go here and block them into here. I actually should have just used defensive stance. That was stupid. Oh, yeah, thank you. Oh, did they pierce? It says that.
Here we go.
Yep. We need to just read next time. They pierce armor.
Good to
That
go.
is good to know that that is a mechanic in the game.
Let's go.
Alright, so that's wave 2 done. No damage to Eito that time. A little bit to Takamaru. Alright, Eito's waking up, it looks like.
Hey there, sleepyhead. You back with us?
Where am I? What happened? Eito, are you alright? I think so. I'm a little woozy, but I should be fine.
Maybe you hit your head or something. Just stay put for now. Pace yourself.
But what are you all doing here? Did you come all the way out here just for me?
Yeah, also, he's very notably already... Looks like he's used the infuser.
I left on my own, without telling anyone. You should have left me to my fate.
No, we couldn't do that. We might not have got on board with your plan, but we're still your friends. We're all in this, together.
Friends?
We know how it is. We've all been plucked out of our regular lives and forced into this crazy situation. And we all want to go home. We all have people we care about back in the complex, even if we disagree on what's best sometimes. When all's said and done, we all feel the same way. We couldn't just abandon you. We're all getting out of this, together.
All of us. Together.
Right. I want each and every one of us to get through this and go home alive. We owe that. Not just to ourselves, but to the people we care about too.
I figure you owe us now, too. Everyone totally freaked out when you disappeared, you know?
Except Hiriko.
Well, most of us anyway.
Thank you. I wanted us all to survive too. I just thought escaping would be the best way to do that. I thought if I could only find some clue about how to get back to the complex, you'd see that it wasn't so hopeless after all. But I guess it wasn't meant to be. I couldn't find anything useful out here. It's all burnt out ruins, just like Sirei said. There really is nowhere for us to go. There really is no escape. No, actually,
There's zero
there is
escape.
one thing I want you to see. One of the invaders dropped this while you were fighting them off. Here, take it.
This is...
We'll just fall asleep on us after that? Before I could ask any questions, Eito lost consciousness again. I continued carrying him as we all made our way back to the school. I feel like we're going to bring him back and Sirei is going to show up. How's he doing? This really took it out of him, but I think he'll be okay. I'll put him in his room and told him to rest up for now. Thank goodness. You all did a great job bringing him back. We were cutting it pretty damn close. Another minute or so and those invaders would have tore him apart. Right? It's a good thing we made it in time, right? It's a good thing someone spotted those invaders in time. Right? Yeah, we couldn't have done it without you. Good job. There's one thing we got wrong, though. Eito wasn't running away just to save himself. He was looking for anything that might lead to a way home, so we could all escape together. The invaders found him right when he was too exhausted to carry on. He put himself in all that danger for us? That's the kind of selfless attitude I can only dream of. But he didn't actually find anything to help pinpoint our location, did he? So we're still no closer to making it home. A slapdash plan like that was doomed to failure from the start. Let's move on to more important matters. What about your other objective, Takumi? I hope you haven't forgotten your promise. The one about finding Sirei. Oh, I remember, all right. By way of explanation, I reached into my pocket and brought out the small object I'd been carrying. Eito found this on one of the invaders. Doesn't it look kind of familiar? Huh? What is that? I do feel like I've seen it somewhere before. That's the little badge like Sirei wears. Yeah, it's broken now, but if I remember right, didn't Sirei have a badge in his hat just like this? What? Hey, you're right. It's totally the same design. Yeah, that's what we thought. If you guys see it too, I guess it ain't just a coincidence. But you said the invaders had this. Why would they... Do you remember the spot where Eito was attacked? Could you find your way back to it? I want you to take me there tomorrow. Sure. Okay. We leave first thing in the morning. I'll meet you at the entrance hall. Hiriko was as brusque as ever. She said the bare minimum needed to get her point across and left without even glancing back. What was that about? What does all this mean? It's probably nothing. And Eito's okay, so it's all good. Amen, hallelujah, peanut butter. That's so real. Yeah, you're right. Nothing to worry about. Either way, it's getting late. Let's hit the sack. We've done all we can for one day. Yeah, let's sleep up. We managed to make it through the day without any casualties, but we were still left with a nameless unease we couldn't quite cast off. Takamaru was right, though. There was nothing more we could do. Instead, we decided to return to our rooms for the night. Okay, we're not asleep yet, so I'm like, are we gonna get another dream tonight? I'm glad Eito's okay, but we still don't know what happened to Sirei or where he is now. And what were the invaders doing with a piece of his badge? Did he meet up with the invaders, or did they attack him? Why did he go outside the school in the first place? What was he doing? Good questions. Good questions. Looks like no dream. Straight to day 7.
Up and at 'em, troops! Time to rise and shine! Get ready for your 7th day of active service here at Last Defense Academy. Prepare to spend another day enduring the unendurable and suffering the insufferable to pave the way for humanity's future greatness. Be ready to give your
Love this
lives
speech.
to protect our beloved school from the vile and barbaric enemy.
You're gonna hear this 100 times. Minimum. Minimum, by the way. I promised to meet up with Hiroko at the entrance hall first thing, or rather, she promised for me. No one else that we can really interact with on the way. Looks like, alright, to the entrance hall. Anyone else coming with? Surely we've got some reinforcements, right? You're late. If there's one thing I can't abide, it's having my time wasted. Don't bother making excuses. Just take me to where you found Eito yesterday. Really seems like something bad happened to Sirei, doesn't it? That's what I intend to find out. Enough talk. Lead the way. Whatever you say. No one else is coming with us. Hiroko and I stepped through the wall of fire and made our way to the ruins a short way from the school grounds. We're not playing the board game again, I suppose? Eventually, we arrived at the spot where I'd fought the invaders the day before. This is it. This is where we found Eito. And according to his story, this was dropped by one of the invaders that attacked him here.
Oh?
There's no doubt about it. This is definitely the badge from Sirei's hat. Did he have some kind of confrontation with the invaders? What was he doing out here? Let's split up and investigate more thoroughly. There may still be clues here that were overlooked. Sure. Nothing here. What in the world happened here? Are there any clues or traces I missed the first time? Nothing here. In the trash can? As I continued searching, my eyes fell on a little plastic trash can on the roadside. There was nothing special about it, really. Nothing to suggest it didn't belong there. And yet, when I looked at it, I felt a nagging curiosity about what might be inside. I had no grounds to be suspicious of it, no concrete evidence. Just a feeling. There's going to be something devious in this trash can. But I was learning to trust my hunches. Something told me that this trash can was important. I gently lifted the lid. Don't tell me it's going to be our I gently open the door moment. Okay. Hello. I mean, don't get me wrong. You know, if that was like a body, that could have been our I gently opened the door moment. But it being Sirei, it's not like a real corpse, you know? What the? You gotta be shitting me. I don't understand. Why is this happening?
Why is Sirei in pieces?
I don't know. I don't understand any of this. Somebody really did a number on him. I wonder who was responsible for this. Isn't it obvious? Only one person could have done this. And that person is you. Or you, or you. Sirei was killed by one of us. What? No way. I don't think any of us could have done it. Remember what Sirei said that one time?
Nah!
Don't you dare lay hands on a superior officer, soldier, or do you want me to detonate the bomb I had implanted in you? Oh yeah, he did say that. No way any of us could have heard him then. Aw man, no non-stop debate this time, huh? Quit trying to drag us into your killing game fantasy. So then, it must have been the invaders, right? That seems to be the only explanation. My guess is that some invaders made it on his school grounds and killed Sirei, and they took his remains and discarded them in the ruins beyond the wall of fire before we could notice he was gone. At some point while they were handling the body, the badge on his hat must have broken off and gotten stuck on one of them. They snuck in without anyone seeing them? Are the invaders even capable of sophisticated tactics like that? From what we've seen so far, there are different types of invaders. Maybe some of them are built for stealth. But if they can do that, why haven't they snuck in and killed us all already? I mean, the alarm didn't go off or anything. I feel like Tsubasa and Kako's voices are so samey for me. I gotta differentiate them at some point, but not now. Getting past the flames is one thing, but getting in and out without the defense system's radar detecting them too? What could do that? It almost sounds like a ghost. Now that's fascinating. Could it have been that apparition somehow? Is that what we're going to connect here? The other thing I'm wondering is if there's like a traitor in our midst. I mean, that would be a classic Hidaka move, you know? A ghost. That thing, or person, or whatever that I saw on the roof. Could he have done it? Now that I think about it, the day after I saw that ghost boy was the day Sirei went missing. Yeah. I do just gotta say, I kind of took a look at them. I don't really know who this is. If this is like, if this could somehow be a character we know. Like, I don't know. Like, hair can be a little reminiscent of Takumi's. But Takumi's hair goes the other way. Also, the eye colors were like, one was red, one was purple. Bro's got a Sharingan and a Rinnegan or something. Like, and they had swirls in them, like, which our eyes kind of have the swirls in them, so I almost wonder if this is like an alternate version of us somehow, like, but just with a droopy Hoj. Like, I don't know. Now that I think about it, the day after I saw that ghost boy was the day Sirei went missing. That can't be a coincidence. So now we know for sure Sirei's not coming back. What do we do now? Will we still get to go home after 100 days, or... Oh, Lord. Huh?
Intruder alert.
Yeah.
Intruder alert. Unauthorized personnel detected on school grounds.
How much you want to bet Sirei's gonna pop right up after this, too?
Defense mode initiated. All available troops prepare for battle immediately.
I feel like there's no way Sirei's actually just properly dead, you know? Seriously? Does it mean what I think it means? It's an enemy attack. Alright. Can we get someone else to fight with now? That'd be cool. I like the crew we've got so far, but it would be fun to be able to mix it up a little bit. Oh dear, what terrible timing. No way. Why now? It just goes to show they won't only attack when it's convenient for us. Quite the opposite. If the invaders really are the ones who destroyed Sirei, they may have chosen to attack now because they know we're vulnerable. So what do? No one's asking us to fight, but should we? Ain't nothing else we can do. If they get inside, we're all dead. But it was Sirei's job to take the lead and organize us and stuff. There's no way we can win without him. No, we can win. We have to. If we want to survive, we have no other choice. Right, that hasn't changed. It's not a question of if or how. We fight or we die. That's all there is to it. I'll take over Sirei's role for now. Follow my orders and I'll work something out. Oh, you better not be benching yourself. Whoa, hold up. Why do you get to be in charge? Because I'm the most qualified for the job. I'm not happy about it either, but it's a matter of necessity. Like hell I'm letting you push me around. Enough. The invaders will be here soon. Anyone who can fight, follow me to the war room. Yeah, boy. Let's do this. Can I get a reward if I kill the most dudes? Ugh, fine. But I'm doing this my way. Takamaru and Darumi took off at a run toward the war room. In contrast, the rest of the group, over half our total members, remained where they were. I see. Even when our lives are more at risk than ever, you're determined to remain on the sidelines. It's not like we don't want to help, it's just... You're going to regret this. Huh? Obviously, if we fail, you're going to be killed along with the rest of us. But even if we survive this battle, you're going to regret not joining the fight. I guarantee it. Oh lord. She might have intimidated someone into it. Hiriko's words sounded less like a warning than they did a threat. After pausing a moment to let them sink in, she also left. Come on, surely we can convince someone. Alright, Shoma. Don't waste your time trying to recruit me. I can't do anything right. I can't fight. I just can't. Even thinking about it makes me want to... Yeah. Yeah, maybe not her. Alright. I don't know why. I feel like Gaku's the most like... No, Eito might... He's not even here. He might wake up and be like, let me lock in. I'm just a regular guy, you know? I can't go out there and fight those monsters. How did I end up in a crazy situation like this? What rotten luck. Alright, Emo. First Sirei goes missing, then the invaders attack again? What terrible timing. But as long as it doesn't affect me or my dear sister, I don't really care. There's nothing I can do. My dear brother won't let me do anything dangerous. Yeah. She's being a little controlled. Shocker. Can't teleport there? Do I have to run? It's in like a lockdown? Okay, fine. I should get going too. I'm past hesitating at this point. I have to fight. It's the only way for me to survive. I'm not dying here. I need to make it back to Korua. Alright. Yeah, that's a good enough reason. Let's go. Up the stairs. And we're kind of what? Are we in like a lockdown again? Oh, it's the boys' bathroom. Fantastic. Just what I wanted to find. I guess I'm not allowed in that room. Okay, fine. I'll go up to the war room. Wanted to see if I could upgrade my stuff, but I guess not. I feel like I ran right past it. No, I didn't. I don't think. I think there's just 2 sets of stairs. Alright, let's get started. Does everyone understand what they have to do? Oh, I know. We go on an adrenaline-fueled killing spree, cutting down friend and foe alike. Admirable enthusiasm. I need you to confine your attacks to the enemy, though. Remind me again why you're calling the shots now. I'm the strongest one here, and unlike you, I have brains as well as brawn. Can't hit girls. You sure you're not really a dude? Now'd be a great time for you to crack your egg and take a pounding. Come on, this is no time for us to fight among ourselves. We have to get onto the battlefield before the invaders get here. I wonder if we can pull off some sick finishing moves. I want to pull out an invader's heart and show it to them before they die. Flawless victory.
If you're all ready, then let's begin. Initiate defensive battle.
Alright, we just might be short a person. No, is Hiriko still fighting? Is she like commanding from the field? Okay. That would be nice. Because I mean, she's still transforming, so I assume that means she's going to be on the field. Alright, let's see how this battle's going to play out. Because I assume this is going to be a little more difficult than the last one. That's a lot more enemies. Okay.
Now then, to business. All right.
Yeah, I definitely think it makes sense to just start with this.
Take this.
They
They may be disgusting monsters, but their insides certainly are a pretty color. Oh, and the way
What?
their brains splatter everywhere when you crush their skulls. It's like poetry in motion.
This woman's insane.
You do realize how creepy you sound, right?
Broken so soon. Time to move.
I don't think she cares how creepy she sounds, bro. In fact, I know she doesn't.
Die. Time for battle. Take this. How unsatisfying.
We probably don't want to leave her to dry like that. So we could go in and try to clean up a little bit. I actually think it's a good idea to just
Now then, to business.
defensive stance and then run, to be honest. Like, there's not that many of them that can actually even attack the group.
Time to move. All right, let's get started.
We can just like dash to here. And next turn we should be able to do some very strong stuff. When an ally dies, you gain 100% voltage, and the voltage gain rate will increase for allies. Ally deaths count as nice kills, and will boost any rewards obtained upon victory. What? Huh? You get rewards for letting your allies die? Like, should I be intentionally letting my allies die? That seems a little crazy. I understand they don't want to punish you for letting your allies die, but that just seems wild to me.
Hauling ass!
To, like, actively reward the player for it, you know? We can go here. We can clear out a good chunk by doing this. And then walk up with Hiriko.
My turn.
Do a little cranial fracture action. Yeah, gotta be cranial fracture.
How's this? Broken so soon.
My turn.
That's 5 of them.
Ready when you are.
Time to
12%.
move.
So close. Yeah, don't really. I don't think we're gonna be able to charge up that voltage meter. Very close, but not quite able to get there, unfortunately. We can get a decent amount there.
Here we go.
I think we get more by just doing this. We probably don't want to let them get to that generator, actually. So maybe we just, like...
Here we go!
Go here. We can kill most of the ones that are going to the generator.
Not bad.
My turn. That's it. Good to go.
Full throttle!
I'm not going to be able to hit all of those with anyone.
Let's do it to it!
Just do that, I guess. And I probably could have used the voltage there and finished that one up, but
Ready whenever.
I figured it might not be worth it, really. Because I assume there's another wave coming up. And the voltage might be nice to have there.
Nothing beats the feeling of trampling them beneath my feet.
This woman's insane.
I still can't believe how strong you are, Hiroko.
Yeah, you're totally OP! You rocket some elite hacks or cheat codes or what?
I'm in a good mood today, so I'll tell you. The truth is, I've been fighting these monsters a lot longer than the rest of you.
Yeah, I mean, I figured that much.
What?
Her skills are like almost max level.
I didn't know they were called school invaders at the time. All I knew was that they were a threat to the Tokyo residential complex, and that it was up to me to stop them. By the time we were brought here, I already had plenty of experience killing these things. It still never gets old, though.
I thought maybe she'd been at the school before, but that would make more sense.
You really fought him before?
You're like the OG invader exterminator!
Wait. You mean they attacked the complex before? And you fought them off every time? How did all that happen without anyone noticing?
Maybe people did notice. Maybe it was covered up. I didn't really let details like that bother me.
Maybe you shoulda.
The day Karo and I got dragged into all this, that wasn't the first time the invaders appeared? Just how long has this war been going on anyway? And how have the people in charge kept it a secret for so long?
Hey guys! Looks like we've got company!
Maybe the residential complex is like the simulation of some kind.
That's enough talk. Let's swat these bugs before they get out of hand.
Right. Let's do it.
I gotta say, I really like Hiriko so far. Like,
My turn.
I mean, she's just kind of badass, first of all.
Out of my way. How unsatisfying. Ready whenever.
Alright, let's ramp up that.
Die!
Let's just keep ramping her up.
Now then, to business. Take this! Broken so soon. Time to move.
Let's do this!
Here we go. Take this!
Let's give it to him!
No, we are not ending this turn yet.
Ready whenever. I'm all worked up now.
Alright, so we're going to, now that we're fully ramped up and we got that going, we're gonna do the laceration right here.
Out of
We're gonna
my
gain
way.
turns from that.
How unsatisfying.
Now the question is, what is the plan now? If Bro can move one more space, he could clear all of those already.
Ready whenever.
But I think it's fine. I mean, that's pretty bad. I could just do, like, this, and then walk over one and do the same thing. And the turn. We still got a lot of voltage.
Here we go!
Clear them out. We're just kind of clearing mooks now.
Go, Giant of Fire! Let's do it to it!
She's kind of interesting in that she completely cures her fatigue if you double up with her. Kind of lets her be... She's kind of flexible, right? Might need to
made it through
upgrade her at some
somehow.
point.
Even without Sirei's help.
Guess we're starting to get the hang of this hemo-anima stuff. Doesn't hurt that we basically can't die either. I could get used to this immortality stuff.
That was a little too easy, though. Is this really all they've got?
Oh! Guys! Guys! Look over there! A new challenger's approaching!
Boss fight, I'm guessing?
What? Like another monster?
What the?
What the? But that's a human.
They're coming right this way.
A humanoid,
Wonder what
at
their
least.
deal is.
Could they be an invader as well? I've never seen one with a regular human physique.
Huh.
But it's not out of the question.
Could it be someone from the complex, though? They might have gotten lost and wandered into all this by accident.
There's no way that they could wander in like this on accident. Oh, the complex. I thought they said the school. I was like, what? No. That's like, no way. Is it true? Could that person really be from the Tokyo residential complex?
What do we do now? We can't attack if there's a chance they're just a normal person, right?
I'm actually starting to miss Sirei. He'd know what to do for sure.
But he's not here. We're going to have to work things out for ourselves.
Yeah?
Aye. Everyone stand back. Leave this to me.
Bro's about to get folded like a lawn chair. Takamaru took a deep breath and then...
Hey! Who are you? Whose side are you on? You one of us? Or one of them?
I suppose I shouldn't have expected anything too complex
Yeah,
from you.
Bro was not gonna do anything too crazy.
Oh, look! Look!
Hands
They
up.
Put their hands up.
Okay.
See? They understood what I said. We can communicate like normal. They've got to be human.
Maybe. We can at least get a little closer and try to talk more. It doesn't look like they're armed. So we should be okay.
This reminds me a little bit of the apparition. That apparition, we were able to talk to them. It didn't seem they could talk to us, though. I kind of wonder if that's going to be the same here. Still reeling from the shock of this new development, we took a few tentative steps towards the mysterious figure. But then... Yeah. Dashing your own throat is kind of crazy.
Hemo anima?
But yeah, I'd say so. That makes sense. Ah. So they just turn into those things. It's the same one as last time, I assume.
What the? Is that the enemy commander?
Oh, are we all getting slimed?
Hideko, can you get out of this?
Don't bother me. I'm trying.
Someone's coming in. Who was that? Who was that? Who clutched up? Is that Eito? Yep. Okay. Bro, that weapon is crazy. What? Bro's got a glaive. Bro's a disciple of the witness. No one gets that joke.
Don't get me wrong. I'm not here because I suddenly believe everything Sirei told us. But something you said got through to me, Takumi. Even if we disagree on some matters, we're still friends. I can't begin to tell you how happy I was to hear that. It's been a long time since anybody thought of me as a friend, and friends should help each other out. Isn't that right? That's why I've decided to fight too.
Hey, we'll take it.
I found something that I want to protect. I won't just stand by and let my friends get hurt anymore. I'll fight alongside you, and we'll all make it home. Together.
Too many cheesy lines! Too much power and friendship! When did this turn into a shonen anime?
Bro, this voice actress is having fun with this role. I gotta be.
Now that's what I'm talking about! I agree, though. That speech was totally lame.
That speech was totally lame. Unlucky.
Great work, Eito. I knew you'd come through.
Sorry it took me so long, but I fully intend to make up for lost time. I won't pretend I'm not scared, but I'll be okay.
Alright.
When I think of how you're all counting on me, I feel courage welling up inside.
Yeah, given the events that we just saw, I'm not shocked that Eito's the next one
True
joining us.
friendship. I guess this is what it feels like.
Yeah, I'm not crazy about the corny speeches either.
Now we're back in the game and got another fighter on our team. That commander's going down.
Right. The invaders aren't getting through us.
Getting the jump on me is something I can't forgive. I'll make them regret it. With every fiber of their being.
I'm not sure she's somebody I would want to piss off personally.
Yes, to protect the ones we love, so we can all return home together. We will fight!
Bro really does say the cheesiest lines. Is it going to have all 5 of us? I don't know how many people it's going to let us fight with. Or if there's going to be like a max. Okay, looks like all 5 of us. Let's see what exactly we're working with Eito. User gains random buff after taking action. Oh, Lord. So he snowballs a lot, but gains a random buff with each action. Randomly gain attack +1, armor +1, or fatigue. Or fatigue?! What is that a buff? It's the same AoE as Hiriko. That's kind of unfortunate. I don't really like that AoE, but it has a lot of attack. Okay. I can get behind that at least. So we can kind of do like this and just instantly cut them down. And then do like...
Let's do this!
Can't really get somewhere useful. We could boost his attack off rip, but I don't really like that.
My turn.
I can't really get in a useful spot with her. I don't really know how to start here. Because the AP, it's not like it went up all that much. Actually, it didn't really go up at all.
Yes, leave it to me.
We'll do this, I think. I mean, like, if we did the boost Hemo Anima and got an attack boost, we'd have the same amount of AP as if we attacked twice here. But I actually think if we... I want to try out, like, Eito a bit, see how he feels. It seems like the more rounds of combat you let him have, the stronger he'll get. Like, what did he get there?
I'm ready whenever.
Not fatigue. Does he not get fatigued after he attacks?
I guess it's my turn.
Wait, was that saying it cures fatigue? Is that what they meant? Hold on. Are we able to... No, can't really... You can see it a little bit. Special defense unit. Okay, here. Gains a random buff with each action. It doesn't say he cures it, but I'm assuming that's what they mean. Okay.
I'm ready whenever.
Oh, that's a big AoE. I actually haven't looked at literally like any of those. That's kind of a terrible AoE. I don't like that at all.
Say when.
Yeah, that one's fine.
Time to move.
That one's pretty solid.
Here we go!
That one's not bad either. None of them seem super useful right now, but...
I guess it's my turn.
Alright, let's just go ahead and get Hiriko in there.
Die.
She'll probably want to start, like, swinging boss at some point.
Ready whenever.
Thing is, we can't really ramp up her damage in the way that I want to this turn, so I think we wait until next turn.
Yes, leave it to me.
And kind of just do this.
You're in the way. All well and good.
AP +1. Okay, but he is fatigued this time.
I guess it's my
But his
turn.
attack has gone up.
Here we go. Got it. Nice.
Plus AP again.
Yes, leave it to me.
But his attack has gone up again, it looks like. Okay, so yeah, that seems like that's how it works. I kind of like that. It's very snowball-y. But...
I'm ready whenever.
I definitely think he could keep clearing things out, to be honest. I will say I don't really like the inconsistent nature of that. I'm not someone who typically likes RNG like that, right? I can plan around something like Takamaru. I can plan around Hiriko's abilities. You can't really fully plan around Eito, but his abilities are quite strong, so it might be worth it anyways, you know?
I'm ready whenever.
It's only building 7% per attack. It's really not much. Especially when you got, like... I mean, she's already farming up 11% per, and she's not even upgraded at all.
I've got this.
Yeah, so you're not doing any kinds of damage here. We're definitely going to want a big turn with Hiriko, I think, for that.
Yes, leave it to me. I'm ready whenever.
Kind of thinking we maybe defensive
Alright,
stance on
let's
at
get
least
started.
one of them. And we could run a little bit with Hiriko, but I really don't mind them kind of being in our face, actually.
Yes.
So
leave it
we
to
might
me.
just double
I've
defensive
got my guard
stance.
up.
I don't know if that's right, but that's what we're going to try. Goodness, she took some damage. Did that thing just, like, buff some of these things? Condition, move up. Okay.
Ready whenever.
So, what I want to do first is... yeah, I didn't think about the fact that I can't move into their spaces. So we're going to lose a little bit of damage.
Alright, let's get started.
But
Time to
it
move.
might be fine. Let's swing at this thing. Well, if we want to fully... No, we need to cranial fracture this,
Out of my
because
way.
if we do that, we get the extra AP,
Satisfied. Alright.
intestinal laceration, swing down like that,
Now then, to business.
and then we just kind of go to town here. I don't think we have enough attacks, actually. That's a little bad, actually. This is not great. Maybe this was not play.
Time to move. Out of my way.
Oh wait, are we farming enough voltage that we're gonna be able to...
Let's get. I can hardly contain myself.
I don't know how much voltage we're farming per
Time for
attack.
battle.
10? We're gonna be just short. Oh.
This is bad. Don't underestimate me. I'm all worked up now. Not yet.
Can you do that with no AP left?
Chop you to pieces. Hardly a challenge. I'll show you how it's done.
Hitting a last resort attack. That'll let us clear the boss. Okay. And we just win right off that. I have no clue if that was the right move. They're going to be interesting. Is there anything interesting here? Like, are we going to, like, figure out their identity? Someone we know? Are we going to see if it's even human?
It's back to its humanoid form. It's probably used up all its power. Speaking of which, didn't the commander's power seem a lot like our hemoanima?
Yeah.
You noticed that too, huh? And it's not like it just has a kind of similar vibe either. It's practically the same thing.
I wonder if we jugged it from them.
What makes the commander so special? Wish Sirei could have told us about this. It was bad enough when they were just freaky monsters, but now we gotta deal with the ones that look like us and have the same powers too?
Hiriko, do you know anything about this?
No. I never saw a human-shaped invader back home. In this case, I'm just as ignorant as you are.
So much for
Shocker.
that idea.
So, what do we do with this one? We beat it, but it ain't dead yet.
Off with its head.
Mozokuze.
Is it talking?
Hey, what you trying to say? You understand us, right? Speaking human talk.
Sujupi, Sedudumak.
I think it's begging for mercy.
It wants us to spare its life.
Off with its head.
Kabekuk, Tudevose.
Eito might be right. We couldn't understand the commander's words, but its breathing was ragged and its voice sounded frightened. Desperate, even.
Hurry up and kill it.
That's what I'm saying, Hiriko.
What?
Was I not clear? We are at war. This is one of our enemies. That's all we need to know. Trying to understand or sympathize with it is just a waste of time. Somebody kill it so we can finish up here.
But...
A little harsh, but...
If you're not gonna do it, then I will.
Do you want to fight that thing again? Because I don't. I mean, Hiriko kind of busted its ass, I'm going to be honest, but while I struggled to put what I was feeling into words, Hiriko spoke with a sense of confidence and determination as she approached the fallen commander. Oh my. Finishing blows. Performing a finishing blow on a commander and absorbing their power will boost your skills and voltage gain rate. It has to be her.
Alright, let me do it.
So is this like a permanent buff or something? Interesting. Oh wow. We do. She would love a shower of blood, huh? This woman is a psychopath. Extermination complete. Alright, I wonder what rank I got for that one. I kind of bum rushed the boss, so I wonder if that hurts my rank. +1 special attack, plus 10% voltage gained. What do they mean by +1 special attack? What just happened? Did you absorb its power? Something like that. I don't know exactly how it works, but I feel stronger now. Sometimes it seems like there's nothing Hemo Anima can't do. Just what is this stuff anyway? I don't know. I just try to make the most of it. Man, check out the body. It's shriveled up like a mummy or something. Is that what happens to them when they lose their power? What a tragic end. Don't pay it any mind. There are enemies. Remember that. Why was the commander's power so much like ours, though? Who knows? It's just one damn mystery after another around here. And now we can't even ask Sirei about any of it. Why not? Is he still missing? Oh, right. You were totally out of it at the time, so you wouldn't know. Know what? What happened? It's like this. I feel like I'm not getting an S rank. I don't know. Oh, never mind. I'm getting an S rank. Because we didn't get that many kills, but it looks like kills are not the only... Wait. Is the is the rank based on turns and defense rate? Does it even have anything to do with things like battle complete, enemies killed, and nice kills? Wow, nice kills get you 100 BP each? That's kind of crazy, actually. I got a lot of BP from that. Shouldn't need any more for a little bit. What? No way.
Sirei's dead? How? When I found that piece of his badge, I figured something must have happened. But I never expected it to be this bad.
Bro's definitely about to pop back up and be like, you thought there was just one of me.
Who could have done this?
It's thanks to the clue you gave us that we were able to find Sirei.
Hey!
I just wish it hadn't been like this. But what about the agreement we had with him? He said we'd be allowed to go home after 100 days. He was even going to tell us the truth about everything. Now we'll never find out why we were chosen, or what's being kept in the defense room. I thought you were against believing anything Sirei told us. I was. But once I saw there was no way of getting back to the complex on our own, I realized there must be some truth in what he said. Whatever he was going to tell us next, I'm sure it would have been worth hearing at least. Maybe he's got a spare, like another body that whoever's controlling him can jump into. If he did, he'd have done that already. That's a good point, though, to be fair. Right, I'm sorry. I ought to be put in solitary confinement for asking stupid questions. We're basically no better off than we were before. Are we really supposed to sit around with no one to tell us why we're here, what we're doing? There's not a lot else we can do. We've proven pretty definitively we can't get home on our own. Besides, we're fighting to save mankind and all that shit. We can't just quit and let the whole world go to hell. That's if that explanation wasn't a lie. We never got the chance to hear the whole truth. Wow, what a pickle. Sounds like we're going around in circles again. Can I be excused? It's been a rough day, and I need my beauty sleep. You're part of this too, you know. And you didn't even do anything today. A good night's sleep might help us see things more clearly. At any rate, it's getting late. We're all tired. To tell you the truth, after everything that's happened today, I'm starting to feel a little unsteady on my feet. It was a pretty fierce battle. So we're calling it here for today? Yes, I think that would be best. I'd like some time to process all of this. We're done talking then? Sweet. I kinda tuned out after the first few minutes anyway. Okay. Having successfully made it through our second battle in defense of the school, we went back to our rooms to rest up. I collapsed onto my bed and lay there, staring at the ceiling and pondering the same questions over and over. Defend the school for 100 days, then return home. That's what Sirei said. But now that he's gone, was there anyone left to hold up that end of the deal? When our time was up, would someone else show up and take us back to our old familiar residential complex? Will I really get to see Karwa again? Well, someone's there. Who is it going to be at this hour? That's actually a really good question. Was that my doorbell? Who could it be at this hour? Alright, let's peep it. I got to my feet and opened the door. Standing just outside was a familiar face. Sorry to disturb you. I know it's late. Yeah, that's not shocking that it's Eito, to be honest. Oh, hey, Eito. What's up? Nothing. I just wanted to say thank you. With all the craziness today, I never got the chance to tell you how grateful I am. You're exaggerating. If anything, I should be thanking you for bailing us out when the commander had us pinned down. You saved my life, Takumi. I'll never forget what you've done for me. Seriously, it's fine. You don't have to go all dramatic on me. I already paid us back anyways. I'm not very good at making friends, so I tend to spend a lot of time in my own head. Maybe that's made me a little stubborn. But thanks to your actions, I've managed to realize something very important. Sometimes, it may seem like we're all alone in the world, helpless to fight back against the forces that control our destinies. But the thing is, we're not alone. Not really. As a group, we can accomplish so much more than we can as individuals. There's no hardship we can't overcome, so long as we have each other. Grade A cornball. It's not that I disagree with anything he's saying, but it's so awkward hearing it spelled out like that. I don't know how I'm supposed to respond. Bro's trying to hit us with the talk no jutsu. Bro's Naruto. And then there's Hemo Anima. If we think of it less as a weapon and more as a tool to protect one another, then maybe it's not so bad after all. Yeah, I guess not. I may not know what the right thing to do is yet, but I hope we can figure it out together. By combining our strengths, our skills, and our knowledge, I'm sure we can make it through this. I'll fight alongside you from now on. Whenever you need me, I'll be there. You can count on me, Takumi. Having said his piece, Eito extended his hand toward me, an expectant smile on his face. Shaking hands at this point felt a little redundant, not to mention overly formal. Embarrassing as it was, I still appreciated the gesture. I grasped his right hand and gave it a firm shake. Thanks, same here. All right, I just wanted you to know that. Thanks for hearing me out. Excuse me. I think I should go. I'm starting to feel queasy again. You shouldn't have pushed yourself like this. Go get some rest. I think I'll do that. Sorry for keeping you up so late. Good night, Takumi. I'll see you tomorrow. Yeah, see ya. Fighting for our friends. As corny as it sounds, Eito's right. Things are pretty bad right now, but at least we still have each other. We just have to remember that we're not alone. And so, our 7th day at Last Defense Academy, the day of our second real battle here, drew to a close. On to day 8. I think this is probably a fine day. I think we can probably keep playing. I don't think there's going to be, like, huge story stuff yet.
Troops, time to rise and shine!
Like, I don't think it's going to jump straight to free time, so, like, I think today will probably be a story day, but I don't know that it'll be like a full story day where you can't do anything.
Get ready for your 8th day of active service here at Last Defense Academy. Prepare to spend another day enduring the unendurable and suffering the insufferable to pave the way for humanity's future greatness. Be ready to give your lives to protect our beloved school from the vile and barbaric enemy.
Even with Sirei gone, His automated announcements keep playing like nothing's changed. We'll need to discuss what we need to do from here on, now that we're on our own. I should go to the cafeteria and meet up with everyone there. Alright, we actually got people roaming the hallways for once, so let's talk to them. Alright, Shoma, what you got? Maybe this is a dumb question, but do you think there are any animals around here? If there are, I hope we're not frightening them or destroying their habitats too badly. You know, I never really thought about that. The only living things I've seen since we got here are the invaders. So, Shoma, if you're concerned about stuff like that, you must really like animals, huh? Yeah, I guess so. I enjoy spending time with them and learning more about them and stuff. Oh, that's cool. I like animals too. Really? You're a fellow animal lover, Takumi? Oh no. That means you have something in common with me. I'm so sorry. Don't worry, I'll keep this a secret. The last thing you need is to find yourself being lumped in with a creepy little flatworm like me. Quick, you'd better leave before anyone sees us together. I'll disappear into the background too. I'm good at that. Bro has negative self-confidence. Here I thought I'd found something that would make him open up and relax a little. His inferiority complex is even worse than I thought. Okay, now everyone's there, so might as well go. Alright, let's see what we got going on here. Another day, another delicious meal. How can you eat at a time like this? Bodily functions don't cease to exist. What better time is there? Now that Sirei's gone, we can enjoy any food we want, any time we want. This taco rice set meal is simply delectable. I've never eaten rice this fluffy before. That's the part you're enjoying? It's even better if you put whipped cream on top. It really gives the dish an extra layer of sweetness. Does taco rice need to be sweet? Our conversation was interrupted by Hiriko clearing her throat, just loud enough to demand our attention. My apologies for spoiling your fun, but could you listen to me for a moment? I have an important announcement to make. Alright, what you got? And by that I mean I'm going to talk to everyone else first. And what are we supposed to do now that Sirei's gone? Do we really got to stay here and figure it all out on our own? You must have a kind heart to want to talk to me, but you really shouldn't bother. Just ignore me like everyone else. This curry is utterly delectable. I especially like the plain rice the sauce hasn't spilled onto yet. Would whipped cream complement curry? Can't hurt to add a little more sweetness, right? That does not sound like a combo that I'm jiving with, personally. But, hey, you do you. Maybe whoever's in charge has called this off now that Sirei's gone, and they're sending us home? Doubt. What's Hiriko want now? Life's too short to eat healthy. I'm all about that sugar rush. Fair enough. An announcement? What does she have up her sleeve this time? Alright, let's just see what Hiriko's got. What was it you wanted to tell us, Hiriko? It's about our future plans. I'm assuming nobody has come up with anything yet. Yeah, I didn't exactly like Sirei barking orders at us, but without him we don't really have a lot of direction. Eito proved we can't escape on our own, so why don't we just cut loose and do whatever? Or we can keep fighting and see who gets the biggest killing streak. Loser has to slit their wrists, right across their stomach. Are they cutting their wrists or their stomach? Never mind, I don't want to know. Why are we even talking about this? If the school falls, mankind's done for. We gotta stay and fight, commanding officer or not. We don't know for sure if that's true, or if we'll still get to go home when the time's up. We'll be in big trouble if we have to stay here forever. Sharing a living space with a bottom-feeding parasite like me is sure to depress you. I wonder how mankind is going to be wiped out exactly. Hard to say. It must have something to do with whatever's in the defense room, though. Sirei could have had the courtesy to tell us that much before he got himself killed. I'll be taking charge of the school in Sirei's absence. Follow my orders and we'll be fine. Huh? Hiriko spoke in such a matter-of-fact way, slipping it into the conversation so casually. I didn't even register what she said until a few seconds later. I mean, that makes sense, honestly, to me. Wait, what? You're going to what? I said I'll be taking charge of the school in Sirei's absence. If you follow my orders, we'll be fine. Aw, hell no. Why's it gotta be you? We need a leader to help organize us, to give us purpose and direction. Without proper discipline, we'll never win the war against the invaders. The war? I've told you time and time again, this is war. We cannot afford to lose.
Oh.
For the sake of victory, you'll have to cast aside any and all unnecessary sentiments. Hope, despair, joy, fear. You don't need them anymore. You don't need to know why we're here, or what we're protecting. You don't even need to think. Just do as I say and fight. Just fight.
Oh.
The invader attacks are only going to get worse from here on out. We need to be at our best and match them blow for blow. That means everyone here must fight. If you want to make it out of this alive, you have to be willing to put your life on the line. Risk your life to save your life. Kill others so that they may survive. So that you may survive. This is what it means to be at war. Nobody had any response to that. Yuriko's stance was an extreme one. There was no doubt about that. But nothing about it stood out as wrong either. Given the extreme circumstances we were in, it might even be the most logical way for us to proceed. Violent, heartless, but logical nonetheless. There you have it. That's how things are going to work from now on. You may resume your meaningless prattle. Now that I'm in charge, you can rest easy. I will not allow us to lose. The cafeteria fell silent in the wake of that bombshell of an announcement. We didn't have the heart to make small talk anymore. The atmosphere was just too oppressive. Eventually, our new leader said she wanted to go and think through some new battle strategies and left us there alone. Feeling deflated, we gradually dispersed and went back to our rooms. Free time. Okay, well, that's fine. Yuriko in charge. I can't imagine anyone else could keep us all in line, but still. All that stuff about not thinking and just following orders doesn't sit right with me. I feel like surrendering all control to her would be a bad idea. I need to do something to take my mind off all this. I've got plenty of free time. Maybe I'll just wander around and look for something to do. Free time. Okay, so Yuriko taking control is interesting. I think it makes sense, logically speaking. If there's any one person that I'm like, you know what? You should probably take control. It is her. I'm not gonna lie. It is her. And she's in the training room. Like right now, I think she makes the most sense. Given that she's already experienced. She's already got so many upgrades, man. What does Eito need? He needs math. Yeah, that makes sense. Voltage gain 1.5. Not what I was hoping he'd give. 4 attacks seems like a really good break point at this point in the game. So if we can get like an attack plus 1 for him, that would be kind of huge. That would be kind of huge, but unfortunately, that is not what we're seeing just yet. We could go do a math upgrade and see if that's what he's got. I don't know. The thing is, like, long term, I have no clue who I'm most likely to use. I mean, besides Takumi, of course. It seems like we need to interact with someone else to continue progressing in linguistics. So I don't think we can get this to level 3, unless just spamming interacts with Darumi will get us there. But it seemed to me like, if we look at the report card and this, so there's literacy and creativity, and I kind of already talked about this. Some people give out 2 of 1, or like, some people give out, like, I think it was 6 points in 1, right? Like, Darumi was giving us 6 creativity, right? Whereas when we hung out with Takamaru, we got, I think, 3 endurance and mobility. So just looking at this very quickly, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 people. And if we go up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're missing 5 slots. So what I was thinking is ultimately it's going to be there's what if you have people who do 6 of 1 and 2 people who do 3 of each, that means 10 and 5, right? 15 on the dot. We're 1 short of that. Am I miscounting? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Takumi makes 10. And then if we look at the map again, right, it was Missing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So actually, technically, we're one short of being able to do it like that, unless like sleeping or something gives you a rank that is not shown right now, right? Like if there's some other way to get the last one. But I'm just assuming each character has one that they're like scripted to have, right? Like, like, you know, Darumi is 6 creativity. Takamaru is 3 endurance, 3 mobility. Somebody will have 6 mobility. Someone will have 6 endurance, and that'll be true for roughly each category, -1. It seems that's my guess on how things are going to work. So that's a little interesting, but it makes it kind of hard to work on upgrades because I don't know if like you can just like spam creativity and keep getting linguistics, or if that's wasted time. Like, I don't know if we need to do literacy to upgrade that further, basically, right? I definitely don't want to, like, waste my time. Whoop. Maybe we'll try to hang out with Darumi again. See if we get anything from that. And if we get nothing, like, if we're still not progressing the rank, really, then we'll just hang out with someone else for the time being. Want to eat some snacks with me, Takumi? Sure, let's hang out with Darumi again. I hate eating full meals. It's too much work. I'm fine having snacks for all 3 meals. You'll get sick if you only eat junk. You should really get more nutrients. I don't wanna. Nutrients will just keep me alive even longer. Huh? Isn't that a good thing? No. Getting old is as pathetic as a boring manga that just keeps getting published forever. It's better to burn out spectacularly than fade away. I think living a short, fleeting life is so cool. She thinks it's cool to neglect her body? Can't say I understand how she thinks. Creativity went up by 6, but it doesn't look like that really progressed us all that much. I mean, like, I'm assuming that it's not, like, literally dead and completely wasted time, but we're probably not going to focus on that at this point. So I guess we'll go hang out with Eito and get our math rank up. Where is Bro? Oh, outside of his room. That makes sense. Bro's humming it. You seem like you're in a good mood today. Did something happen? I hung my laundry to dry on the rooftop fence and it worked amazingly. Everything came out so soft and it smells incredible. Did you use scented fabric softener or something? No, I think it's just the smell of the sunlight. I've never smelled anything like it in the TRC, and as you know, there's no sky there. If laundry day is this nice, maybe our time here won't be so bad after all. I can't believe he's this excited about a good load of laundry. Does Eito enjoy housework? Calculations by 3, analysis up by 3. That makes sense to me. Actually, I feel like there's no way it can be a complete waste of time, right? I feel like you just, like, you probably can brute force it, right, to go up a rank. It just probably takes more. There's no way it seems like a waste of time to me, because otherwise, what's the point of 3 and 3, if that makes sense, right? Like, or like, what's the point of them being different? Like, wouldn't one just, like, objectively be better than the other, right? It sounds like 3 and 3 would almost just be better if, like, 6 doesn't make more progress towards the specific one, right? I don't know. Let's look at the report card again. So when we do that, like, we get a point, but it's not increasing the, like, there's not, the bar is not filled in. I don't really know exactly, like, is there, like, in the help somewhere, something about how this works? No, that's exploration, not really what I need. I don't think it's going to be in here either. Anything more about grades? No, it just... Really? I would have preferred a little more information than that, personally, but okay. There's not really anything else to see, so it is what it is, I guess.
You never know when the invaders might attack, so rest up while you still can. Well then, good night.
Looks like another day's over. Back home in the residential complex, I used to stay up playing video games and watching random videos online until late. What? Who would do that? Please don't look at the time that, like, when I saved the game. I don't have nearly as many things to distract or entertain me now. Once night falls, all I can really do is go to sleep. And so my 8th day at Last Defense Academy drew to a close. On to day 9, but we're probably going to stop here.
Up and at 'em, troops! Time to rise and shine!
Yeah, we're going to save right here. We don't really need that save anymore. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about this episode. There's some stuff that I wanted to talk about that I didn't really feel the need to mention yet because I just wanted to get through the free time events. Okay, so this episode, plot-wise, was definitely much more interesting. First of all, it's starting to look like Sirei's disappearance might be permanent. This might not be a Monokuma situation where there's just like backups, right? There might have just been one Sirei, which is fascinating. If Sirei's gone, that's kind of crazy, right? I assumed Sirei was going to be a constant presence throughout the whole game, but that definitely could change things a lot, like we've seen already. With Hiroko kind of just taking things over, right? It kind of allows there to be like a more political element within the school. And that's interesting. I do really wonder what happened to Sirei, though. Was this a student? Was the bomb thing a lie? I don't know. I don't know. I'm kind of intrigued. Was it a student who just cleaved them right in half? If it was, I don't know who it could be besides like Hiroko or Eito. But like, do either of them really make sense? Would Eito do that? I don't think so. I don't think Eito would do that. Hiroko, like, it could do it, to be clear. Definitely could. But would she? Like, she's kind of taking things over, so maybe she has the motive, but like, I don't know. It doesn't make a ton of sense to me yet. Definitely something to think about. But also, I mean, I guess we gotta maybe let's talk a little bit about Eito's disappearance. I don't know how much there is like to that in the long run. We kind of learned that apparently Takumi's pretty good at tracking people. Eito, his disappearance was relevant in that we saved him, and that allowed him to finally kind of get over the differences and be like, you know what, I'm gonna fight, not necessarily because I want to, but because I want to protect my friends. I want to protect the, like, not necessarily the school, basically just his friends. Very cheesy, corny lines, right? You know, which nothing wrong with him. It's kind of just his personality, right? So far. And so he saves us when we're in a bind. And so we can probably expect him to be a regular combatant from now on, which is cool. He was a fun one. He has a really interesting gimmick of after each action, he gains a random buff, right? So the kind of thing that I was doing with a Hiroko, where like at times I would borderline just have her solo maps, right? At least all the beefy stuff. I'm like, it can probably do that with Eito, and it could work well. Although at the same time, his buffs are just so random. Like, Hiroko can get a pretty consistent attack +3 very easily, whereas he can +1 armor. That's a terrible buff, by the way. Like, worthless, right? It is something. I do think armor is useful, but +1 armor, and I want you to compare that to +1 attack, right? Which is, I feel like, significantly stronger. Or completely removing fatigue, which can either let him completely get out of enemy ranges, which is stronger than armor, right? Not getting hit is better than taking a little less damage. Or it can let you just really go in and keep attacking, right? Curing fatigue is really strong. The attack buff is pretty nice. But the armor, I think, is a little worthless. So it's really all RNG, and I'm like, I don't know if I like that. I want to use him because he's definitely a character that I like so far. But I just kind of tough. Kind of tough to bring myself to be really interested in that level of RNG. You know, I don't tend to like RNG in strategy games when I can avoid it. So like I said, a character like Hiriko, I can plan to get that attack +3 and know exactly the breakpoints that I'm looking at. Whereas, I don't know, if I keep rolling attack on Eito, he can get cracked, I'd imagine, right? He can get really strong. He almost does the same amount of damage as Hiriko's AoE, or not AoE, as her single target. And he does it on the... Okay, it's too short. I thought that was... for some reason, I assumed that was attack plus... or attack 4, but I guess that makes sense. I just knew it was minimum attack 4. But if we look at Eito, he's got 3 attack on his AoE, right? That's pretty good. That, like, the breakpoint, the main breakpoint right now is 4. And so anybody does chip damage, he can clean up, and that's really strong. So he seems like a fun one. I'm hoping to make use of him going forward. So, I mean, that's about Eito, kind of the story beat stuff. There is one more thing I want to talk about, and it's already a theory of mine. I mean, this might sound ridiculous. I'm just throwing things out there, though. So I was kind of wondering at first, I was like, oh, we're in a simulation, right? And I'm actually wondering if it's the opposite. What if we were in a simulation and we no longer are, right? And frankly, what if that simulation is being held in the defense room? That kind of makes sense to me. It would explain things like why we can't find people, right? Or like why we don't know people, why there's like Hiriko can fight the monsters and there never be any sign of that, right? It just gets deleted, right? Why there's no sky, right? Like things like that. Whereas I do want to say in the world that we know, there are some things that, yes, it could be computer simulated, right? And that could make sense that this is a simulation, but like, I don't know. I almost think it's the other way around, even though the Undying Flames and the Hemo Anima is all really weird, and you would maybe expect that more out of a simulation, right? I don't think it's that crazy to think that's the actual setting, and the picturesque kind of perfect world that we see in the Tokyo residential complex. What if that's the simulation? I'm like, that makes a lot of sense to me. It makes a lot more sense than it, probably should, in my opinion. But that's way, way, way too early to say, but that was just my very first theory on that. And I thought that might be kind of interesting to get out there so that we can either laugh at how wrong it is later down the road, or if I'm actually cooking already, we're like, we know that. We know that. We know that I'm cooking, Have to make it known. But anyways, this was a fantastic episode. A lot more going on plot-wise. I imagine we're in for some down days during the next episode, but I imagine, maybe towards the end it'll pick up plot-wise. So this is definitely an interesting one. Like I said, a lot happened. Sirei's disappearance, Hiriko taking over the school. Gameplay-wise, we got another big map. We learned about absorbing commanders. We kind of saw that, I didn't talk about this, that they're humanoid. Before they go into that monstrous form, the commanders, they speak some kind of language that we can't understand. Maybe at some point we'll be able to talk to them. Actually, now that I think about it, I wonder if things like there were like rituals or like shrines and stuff in the exploration zone that we could interact with, and there was like an intelligence requirement that would allow us to read them because they're in a different language. I kind of wonder if it's them or if it's their language. Now I almost wonder if we're somehow... What if we're in their territory, right? Rather than them invading us, like what if we took... This is a bastion in their territory. A lot of possibilities. I'm definitely considering a lot of things. It's so early that I could see it going so many ways, But yeah, so far I'm really enjoying this game. I thought this was a really good episode. A lot going on, and we're continuing to develop the plot. I'm really looking forward as we continue to develop the plot, see what kind of goes on in this school in terms of politics, see as more of the characters kind of get embroiled in the fight. More units is more fun for me, combat-wise. So yeah, I'm looking forward to all of that. Next episode will probably be out soon. I'm not going to give it an exact date because then I will probably fail that date. Yeah, like I said, don't know the exact date, but I imagine the next episode will be out pretty soon. I'm looking forward to it. I hope you guys are. But until then, peace.